What is up, everybody? Back with another unboxing. This time, I don't think this is a Lowheat pair. This is quite, I think, will be the sought-after pair of shoes. I got these on the Not So Shock Drop off the Sneakers app. And what are we talking about? We're talking about the Air Jordan 4 Retro in off-white slash, that's right, focus up on it, military blue, not industrial blue as they were thought to be called, but there you have it, military blue, size 11, men's. It's a little smaller than I typically wear, so we're going to do a little try-on test here, see if it works. Otherwise, I'll have to trade these in, and hopefully I hit my size 11.5 on the regular drop. As you can see, it's the old school box, old school flight box, cement box. Pretty cool. Before I go ahead and unveil these, I want to plug the channel really quick. Please subscribe. It's free. It's the free subscription out there. It takes a second. I appreciate it. I notice when my subscriptions go up. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Also appreciate you watching this. I know there's a million reviews and videos out there of this pair. So if you're here watching this right now and you stick through at least most of the video, I really appreciate you. Thank you. So before I delay any further, once I unveil these, please stick through it. We're going to look at the shoe a little bit. I'm going to try them on for you. I'll give my thoughts kind of on the retro Jordan sneaker market. I think it's a great time to be a collector. And I'll talk about the trials and tribulations of copying these on the Sneakers app. Some other little tidbits, some flavor things that I throw in there that make my unboxings different than other people's. So please stick throughout that. All right, let's see these. I am super, I'm kind of going through the motions here because I have a lot of sneakers. I've done a lot of unboxings so far, spent a lot of money, but I really am stoked for these. I am truly stoked that they retroed these finally. Ever since I kind of got more into Jordan 4s, the one pair that I wanted out of the 4 original colorways was this pair. And up until this year, it was probably inevitable that they were going to do it, but there was no concrete news they were going to do it, and this is the pair that I really liked of all the OG colorways. So I'm actually super hyped that this released. I'm super hyped that I was able to cop a pair. So just wanted to set that up. I don't want to be just going through the motions on this. I'm just kind of doing the things I need to check off the box for YouTube videos, but I'm super hyped on these. Yes. Just taking it in for a second. That is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shoe. And these have really grown on me. Throughout my sneaker collecting journey, I'm like most people, the Jordan 1 always hit. It was always, that was always beautiful. But it took me a minute to really get behind some of the other classic retro Jordans. I was like, yeah, they're nice, they're okay. The 4s have really started to grow on me over the past couple years, and apparently also the public, because 4s have been very popular with the public. But these 4s have grown on me, their look, shape, and feel, and blue as a colorway. Blue has grown on me a bit. I've always been into green, so when I was able to cop these, this was all me. White shoe, gum bottom, green is, again, my favorite color. Blue has slowly, and as in my maturing years, late 30s, blue has grown on me as one of my favorite colors. And so, I really vibe with this military blue here. So, I'll point out a few details. Again, other videos have done this probably better than me, so I'm not going to belabor the point on too many things here. So if I miss stuff, it's just because, again, you can go elsewhere for that. I want to talk about other things that I bring to this video that other people don't. And so I'll point out a few things. Right off the bat, you see a little quality control issues. There's a little excess glue here. There's a mark scuff right there. I don't get too hung up on these things. With one wear, it's going to have this type of stuff on it. Just you wear them once. So of course, I prefer it doesn't have that stuff on it, but I don't get bent out of shape about it. Maybe I should. It is a $215 shoe. That was the retail price on these. But, when you're making tons of shoes in the factory, this stuff's going to happen. It's pretty minimal in my opinion. Let's see. I bring out the other shoe here. You will notice the hang tag doesn't have the keychain anymore. It's got the actual plastic attachment piece there, zip tie or whatever you want to call it. I think that's more in line with what the original was. You have the Nike hang tag, also in line with what they used to have. I don't think this comes with a tech specs booklet though, like pairs haven't in recent, both back in the day and recently they've been doing them. They've been including the tech specs on these, and it doesn't have those, so that's kind of a bummer. But you can see the coloring is that off-white. It's not like a brilliant white. It's definitely like in between a super light gray and a white. This is a super thin nubuck. Well, not thin in cut, but the you know, the suede, the hair, the suede on it is super short. You know, very, very short hair. Nubuck there. Die cut stamping there for cutting the leather out of the molds. And let's see here, what else? You have obviously the Nike Air on the back. These have been, I mean, these came out in 1989. This is the 4th Jordan, designed by Tinker Hatfield. Came out in 1989, but they've been retroed a few times since, but never to the specs of the original, and never with the Nike Air on the back like this. So we're getting as close to the originals as possible here. Now these are different. Now a lot was made over these Nike SB4s last year. I was lucky enough to cop a pair. A lot was made out of these, and the shape, the redone shape, and also a little bit new technology in them. These were made by the SB team, and with skating in mind, they made them a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more pliable. And so the shape is the same on these. I don't know if you can tell. The shape is the same, but some of the comfort aspects that are in these are not in these. Like this heel tab is way more rubbery than this. This is a little bit more flexible than the hard ones of past, but this is a little bit, this is definitely rubbery, and this was like in between those two. And so I've heard. I watched the Wear Testers video on YouTube. Go check them out. I watched their unboxing, and they said these aren't as comfortable in the midsole, so there's some different technology there. This is more in line with like the old ones, like these. And here's the outsole. That's just beautiful outsole. Love the military blue there. This is definitely like a darker blue compared to the lace ties there and the back. Kind of have and also part of the problem with the comfort level is the insole is just a really thin insole there. So that's one way you could make these more comfortable. You could switch out the insole. The tongue is back to the normal thickness. I think on the Red Reimagines, I think they were pretty thick. So they're back to the normal thickness here. So when these dropped on the sneakers app, I waited in the queue, you know, that whole, you know, once you enter and hit purchase, confirm purchase, you wait in the queue for however long as it cycles through processing your order, filtering out bots, etc. Waited on 2 different phones, my work phone and my personal phone, for 20 minutes before one of them said, your size is all sold out. Re-entered my size, got the sold out. The other phone says sold out, and I go back and it says size 11 and 12 available, put in 12. After a few minutes, waited a few minutes, said sold out. I think it was around 11:25. I think these dropped at like 11, let's say 11 Pacific. Around 11:25. The 12s are sold out, 11 and a halfs are sold out. I still see when it says your size is sold out, try again. I still see the 11 as an option. I go in, try for the 11, and pretty much within 60 seconds, I get the got 'em screen. So what I will say is sometimes you got to be persistent with this stuff. I've said it on other videos where that similar type things happen. Technology is not behaving. The servers are being flooded. Bots are in the chat, fucking up shit. You cannot be discouraged. I mean, it is discouraging. Of course you're going to get discouraged. I was discouraged during this whole this drop. But, you know, you stay the course. you're only using your thumbs. Like, it's not like you're spending gas or, you know, actual sweat. You just got to stick with it. Don't be discouraged. You know, put up your phone, go to Instagram, type in stupid bots, you know, or drop some hate. You know, with that time you spend making that post or comment, you could have just re-entered the queue and tried for it. I've a million, you know, countless, 90% of the time, things do get sold out, or there are bots. But 10% of the time, like, I enter for a lot of stuff, but like, there's so many different scenarios, I can't think of them all, where this stuff has happened. The page needs to be refreshed, you know, and I just stick with it, and I'm persistent, and eventually, like, sometimes I get lucky and get through. So that's my advice to all you who get easily discouraged by sites being flooded. Okay, I was a little worried when I first try wasn't good. I was like, these are gonna be too tight. But let's see. Let me stand up in this. Okay, a little snug, but I will say I have enough room. I have enough room in the toe. So if your only option is going a half size down, you'll be fine. You'll just need to spend more time breaking these in. I'll probably have to loose these a little, you know, looser, just to make them comfortable in the upper, but I could rock these. What I think I'm going to do is wait till the main release, see if I can cop my size. If I can, then I'll just sell these. And if I strike out, that's all right. I got these. They do not, like, my toes are not running into the end. So again, it's just about being snug all around versus room length. So that's fine. I can deal with it being cramped. I can't deal with my toes being cramped at the end. That's too much. Can't do that anymore. I'm too old for that crap. But this, I'm fine with it being snug over the upper of my foot, as long as it's not cutting off circulation. And I don't think that will be a problem in this case. Now, speaking of, like I was saying, I could sell these. These are not going for too much above retail right now. I think a lot of people are waiting on the main drop. So I think these were $215. I think they're being listed for a lot of sizes, $250, $260, $270 on StockX. So if you go to a store, a resale shop, they're probably selling them for like $300, or that's what you're going to pay, you know, in StockX with fees and stuff. So this is a great time. I think there are going to be a lot of these too. I think that's also part of keeping the price down. What's keeping the aftermarket price down? I think there's going to be a lot of these. I think most people who want them should be able to get them. That's going to keep the price down. It's going to be a big release on these. And yeah, so if you don't cop them off retail, I would go ahead and look to buy these aftermarket. There'll be a little spike after. Once they drop, those who didn't get them are going to jump online and grab them as, you know, what they think as low as possible. That will cause the price to go up, but then it will start to trickle down for a bit. A week after, prices will come down as those who are holding on these and want to unload them, like, get nervous and they just, like, start selling. And then once that's all weeded out, once all the people who are just looking to flip, quick flip, once they offload theirs at whatever price they are, that's when you'll be left with only people who really want the shoe, or who are holding the shoe, and that's when the price will start to creep up a little bit, slowly over time. So these will, I think, mimic the trajectory of the Bread Reimagines. If you look at that price, kind of similar, maybe a little higher than these right now. I think these will very much mimic the price trend of the Bread Reimagines. I personally like these better, mainly because the colorway. I'm not a black tumble leather guy, and also those ones weren't like the originals, they're reimagined. So I didn't love those. I like the OG Nubuck version, and I like this way better. I'm a white sneaker guy, and this is right in my wheelhouse. Like, these are it for me. Like, I only really need these. I actually don't like the fire red 4s too much, or the white cement 4s. They look too much like a Foot Locker, like, GR to me. They look too cheap. Something about them. I don't love them. I do love these. I do love the guava unions. I love those. So those are the fours for me. But yeah, really like this shoe. It's a great time to be alive. If you're a retro Jordan, if you're a sneaker collector, you're an old head, new head. I mean, a couple years ago, these would have been so expensive to get resale, and now you should be able to get them around 300, if not cheaper, or have a good shot at getting them for retail. Like 3 years ago, no shot you're getting these for retail. Bots would feast, and they would be like a $400, $500 shoe. So if you're looking to get into shoes, or if you've been a collector this whole time and you've been like shaking your fist at the air about how hard it is to get releases, now's your time. They came back with these after all this time. You can get these, like there's more on the horizon. There's like the black toes coming out, I think, in a year. They just announced the black and red ones are going to be coming back next year. If you look at the aftermarket prices on a lot of the Jordan Retros, it's very affordable, whether it's the neutral grays, the lows, the neutral gray lows, threes, the reimagined threes. Like so much is like not crazy prices. Even the Chicago ones, the lost and found Chicago ones. Again, like 4 years ago, that would have been a $700 shoe, $800 shoe, even with all those pairs they made. Now, even now today, it's been out for over a year. You can get them for used. You can get them for like high threes, 400s. Brand new, you can get them for like 450, 500, 600. Again, that's really expensive. Yes, that's expensive, but that's nowhere near what it could have been or how bad it could have been. So I think it's a great time to be a sneaker collector. You have a great shot at getting releases like these, or picking them up on the aftermarket for a fair resale price, or definitely used, a great price used. Hell, some even like touch the sale rack, the sale shelf, if in the right sizes or whatever. So remember the fire red threes that came out like 2 years ago? Those, I think some of the sizes went on sale. So yeah, scoop all your retros while you can before, who knows? 3 years from now, the economy could be humming along. People get back into sneakers. People with pocket money or nostalgia. All this crap could be harder to get, or the prices shoot up. So anyways, I'm going to give these, let's see, what are we going to give these a rating? Ooh. I think do we give these a 9? I think these get a 9 out of 10. It's that good of a shoe. A retro we haven't seen very often. Great colorway. Did in like kind of the OG shape. Nike Air on the back. I love it. Yeah, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for me. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you're copping these, if you cop the Bread Reimagines, what do you think of these? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.